How you doing?
I'm doing.
I'm taking a little short video. A little tour of your house.
Oh.
So we're in the kitchen.
Okay. You just help yourself.
Playing with the camera.
Just go.
And there is a crazy little dog.
Come here. Oops. Come on, Annie.
Come here, Annie. Let me get your...
Okay, Mom. I got 60 seconds to ask you about my grandparents, Nan and Pop.
Well, they were, of course, to me, very special people. And they grew up together and were childhood sweethearts in a little tiny town.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they
Where?
were. In Moncure, North Carolina.
They knew each other there.
They knew each other there.
How about that? So like in high school.
They knew each other all their lives. They were neighbors, and their parents were friends, and so they were childhood sweethearts.
How about that?
And married, and my dad worked for North Carolina Power and Light Company, and then went from there to TVA, and that's where...
So when he was with North Carolina Power and Light was when they lived in Waterville.
Waterville.
Where you were born.
Where I was 9 houses there were, and I was born at home. And yeah.
And then he worked at TVA.
And then he went to TVA. We went to Norris Dam, which was the first of the TVA dams. And unbeknown to me, he was working, you know, Oak Ridge was there, and the dam was actually built for support for Oak Ridge.
To provide power to build the atomic bomb.
That's exactly right.
Nobody knew it at the time.
Nobody. It was a big, big, big secret thing.
Right. Of course, he didn't know it either, right?
Oh, no. I'm sure he didn't. And what had always interested me was that in Norris, how many people we had that
What is wrong with that dog?
Oh.
But anyway, keep going. I'm going. Keep going.
What's wrong with that dog?
how many people that lived there who had strange names like Lilienthal and
Lilienthal.
Lilienthal.
Very Jewish.
Very Jewish.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of the. I used to babysit for a couple whose name was Eisen something or other, another very Jewish name.
So I have this memory of this story. You used to have this Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you bought in Germany or something.
1962 Mercedes.
Right, and you hit a horse.
Right.
In France.
Bringing it back from the factory.
And the horse did more damage to the car than the car did to the horse.
Right.
Now, that doesn't, something about that doesn't sound right.
Well, you should see this horse. He weighed about 2 tons. He was, you know,
it's like a farm horse.
He
was a farm horse.
Oh, a big farm horse. I mean, he wasn't just your typical.
And what caused you to hit it?
He ran out in front of me. 2 of them did. And
2 horses ran out in front of you.
Right. And,
well, I think the farmer kind of drove them out across the road.
I don't remember, but he was there because he...
Yeah.
Did the farmer pay for the repairs to the car?
Well, at that time...
Eventually he did.
At that time, no. But my insurance company stayed after this, and he told me at the time he had insurance, so I told my company that he had insurance.
Now, you were talking to this farmer?
Yeah.
Well, now
and he is French?
Yeah, but he spoke Italian, and I spoke some Spanish.
Wait a minute.
Now, wait a minute. You've got to understand that Spanish and Italian are similar.
Yeah. But you're in France.
Right.
And you're American talking English, speaking a little Spanish. And he's a Frenchman speaking Italian. Okay, I got you. I got it.
Communicate.
I got it.
But he tells me he has insurance, see? And so I report this to my insurance company, and I figure, well, I'll never see that. About 5 years later, my insurance company sends me a check of my deductible and says, "We have finally settled with the farmer in France, and here's your money back."
Can you believe that?
How much money are we talking about here?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say, you know, whatever my deductible was, but the insurance company got theirs too. So it may have been $300, $500, something like that.
Of course, that was serious money back then.
Oh,
Yes,
big
it
money,
was.
yeah.
Because you were probably making...
Particularly, I was making $440 a month.
Yeah,
Is all I was making. So, you know, that's big money,
yeah.
you know.
You know,
But,
we ought to write down some,
but,
and put in writing some of our experiences.
Well, we should.
We
Well,
really
here, I'm putting them on
should.
video for you right
Oh, you
now.
on video?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have told you all those lies.
Do you know, one of my memories of going to Spain was that, number one, our household goods were not there, and they were being shipped over the ocean on a ship, and we had to wait till all of our household goods got there.
And that took a couple months.
About 3 months.
And where were you staying when you were there?
We were staying in a
Hotel.
hotel for 3 months.
Downtown
Downtown
Zaragoza.
Zaragoza, in the
I was
about the
pregnant
fifth
with
floor, I
Susan,
guess.
just about 2 months, 3 months pregnant with her. And Julie was 18 months old and hell on wheels.
I remember that.
Lord have mercy. And Joey was 3, you know.
I actually have vague memories of riding the elevator downtown.
Yeah.
We had these little plastic bags. These little plastic bags we take shopping, and they
Yes.
expanded. It's because they were net.
Yeah,
Yes.
I haven't seen anything since then like that. But we need those today.
right. We do need
We
them
do need
today.
them today. I might even still
You could
have
almost
one.
fold them up and put them in your pocket.
Exactly,
Yeah,
they were
you
But then
nothing.
you could fill them up and
They'd be
big,
huge. Exactly.
Yeah.
full of goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were stretchable somehow. I don't
It was
know.
those old elevators with the you know, the gates that
Right,
they close,
right.
and was that the hotel that I'm remembering?
Do you, no, that wasn't the hotel. That was where we first lived.
Yeah.
Do you remember how we got the piano up there? Do you remember it all?
It came up like through the window, outdoors.
Outdoors, 7 floors.
Well, actually, I don't remember it. I think I just remember
Well,
the
I mean,
stories.
You probably heard the story.
That
They
piano.
brought this foolish thing
So,
outside the hotel, 7 stories, and brought it through a window into our apartment.
that's the piano
Weird.
you have.
That's the one.
That's the one you had, right?
And
That's the one you have
if
right
you
now.
look on the back edge of that,
It has
Yeah.
burn marks,
Uh-huh.
rope burn marks.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize. That's what that's
Yeah.
from, I
yeah,
guess.
that's what it's
Ah,
from.
ah. I'll be darned.
But I can remember what I started to tell about the elevator. Getting on the elevator, and all these guys, black fellas, got on in the elevator, and you had to
You looked
look
up
up
at
at
'em.
them. And it
These
turned-
Americans?
They
Yeah.
were Americans,
Oh, yeah.
and they were the men's
There was that
basketball
basketball team.
Globetrotter.
Globetrotters.
They
And
were
there
on a
they
world tour, and
were.
they were having a thing there in Zaragoza. They
And
were having-
my father was such
Program.
a bigot. I hate to say that, but he was so racially prejudiced. And I wrote them a letter and told them I had been on the elevator with the Globetrotters. I thought that was the neatest thing. He didn't think it was a bit
He
neat.
was so funny.
He said, "Do you mean in Spain they allow the blacks?" No, he didn't say blacks, but anyway, on the same elevator with a white.
And that was a shame.
That was just the time. I
That
mean,
was the time.
that was how people thought.
Well, this is how some people thought. My folks never thought that.
Mine did. Well, I'm sure mine did, because they
Mine-
didn't allow,
My
they
folks.
didn't allow black people in Dunlap, and they may still not.
They may still not.
I swear, I'm sure that there are any black people.
So explain to me the surgery
I have.
that you had.
Okay. This joint was the one
She's
that really
lazy,
bothered me.
Annie, very
It hurt
lazy.
What are you
badly.
doing, Joey?
And
Taking a picture of Grandma's
Hand?
hand.
Why?
because he wants to know about it. But I had gotten to the place where I could hardly use this right hand. And so this knuckle was giving me a lot of trouble. And this was giving me a tremendous amount of trouble. So they said, okay, we'll do surgery. So what they did was that they took this joint out. They removed this joint and put the joint from here in here.
So now you can move your thumb.
My thumb is good and functional, and that finger, you don't realize how little you use that middle finger.
So your bird finger you can't bend.
Right.
But you can probably really throw a great bird.
Oh, I bet I bet I could. You want me to try?
She's probably good at that. Don't do it and let him get it on the video.
Oh, no, because if the grandkids